Y'all want more content, better graphics, better audio.
My city, yeah.
And then be mad the files are bigger. That's how it works. That's how it fucking works, bro. Now, Call of Duty's fucking annoying because I don't know what they be doing, but it's just kind of how it works. Yo, shout out to Caviar with the sub. Appreciate you. And shout out to Siggy with the big raid.
It was unclear whether Square Enix would stay 100% true to the beloved original.
The only way file sizes will get smaller is if they compress the visuals to hell. And you don't want that because then what's the point of having a next-gen console?
A bit of both. Remake followed the structure of FF7 nearly to a T, expanding.
So you might as well. One of the best things you could probably do this generation is at some point put it in your budget. A hard drive, whether you play on console or PC. Just buy like a fucking 4 terabyte SSD and put it in your goddamn PS5 or I mean that's what I got in my PC. I got a Samsung 4 terabyte SSD. It cost me $200. It wasn't too expensive. Put it in your budget and just stop fucking crying. It is what it is. What do you think about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies? I don't think they showed any gameplay yet.
A full game of its own.
They only did a cinematic trailer.
Small but significant changes to key moments.
Because just and don't take this as me like defending them, but it's just like giving perspective. One of the reasons why the PS5 and the Xbox launched with such terrible hard drives is they had to skimp in certain areas in order to keep the price down. So I mean, because think about it, like I said, I paid like $250 for my 4 terabyte SSD. If they would have put like 4 terabytes, that would have added an extra probably $300 to the PS5. So it was like they probably had to skip on the memory, and there's like, how many games are you really going to play? You can always upgrade the memory later. So like they got to find places to kind of bring the price down. So I mean, that's why. But I mean, you just saw a refresh Xbox is coming out and is going to have 2 terabytes in it. So I mean, like as the generation goes on, they're probably going to drop refresh PS5s and Xboxes with bigger hard drives, or just get an external one or install one.
And now Rebirth has the
because yeah, hard drives are getting cheaper.
Picking up this new, almost but not quite same story as Cloud, Aerith, Tifa, Barrett, and Red 13.
I got a 10 terabyte external on my computer.
I went hands-on with
for 140. Yeah, I got an 8 terabyte external, but I only use that for like clips. I like if you're talking about games, I would get an internal hard drive because it's faster.
PS5 exclusive, playing through a bit of the flashback sequence from 5 years previous, where Cloud and Sephiroth approach the Mount Nibble reactor, as well as a second section of the open.
Damn, look at that chicken fit.
Party explores before
got the Gundam Chocobo.
That city they're headed to, is that?
Junar.
Oh, must eat organic booty.
Territory.
Deprived.
At its core, Rebirth's combat is nearly identical to the system used in Remake.
What?
Active attacking and movement with issuing commands to your
no way.
Your action meter is full.
The sequel's like the last game.
Building the gauge via skillful combat and doling out massive damage when it's full. It's a fun system that provides a good mixture.
I really hope there's a 2 terabyte micro SD card on the market soon. My Switch is gonna run out of space.
Fortunately, there are
what games you playing on the you bought? Hey, are you that one person that bought Mortal Kombat on the Switch? They about to drop a Switch too, bro. What are you talking about? I said I need to upgrade for my Switch. What games you playing?
That lets you unleash multi-character combo attacks. Look out for synergy skills, which are basic combo attacks that can be used without an ATB charge, that you employ by holding R1 and then pressing square or triangle. These didn't
fighting big ass, fat ass Articunos.
Mashing square to attack, but they do give you an additional.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat on the Switch is nasty work.
Rebirth also introduces synergy abilities, which can be used when 2 characters have built enough synergy.
He downloaded the whole Nintendo eShop.
That's filled by using.
I gotta get ready for Luigi's Mansion
essentially feel like
2 remastered.
Breaks, giving you another source of big flashy damage to dole out. Synergy abilities vary depending on the characters using them, and they have fun little mini cutscenes, like Barrett unloading a salvo of bullets and then throwing Red 13 at the target.
Pretty cool.
There's also new materia to expand your options in combat. In addition to one seen in Remake, like Synergy, Magnify, and Assess, I encountered a Precision Defense Focus materia, which extends the input timing window for
this shit is hella nerdy.
A Lightning and Wind materia, which enabled both arrow and thunder magic, and a Level Boost materia, which increases the level of the linked materia by 1. The demo also gave me a taste of how Rebirth will translate the expansive open world of FF7's world map into explorable zones. It won't be completely open world, but rather have large open areas that you'll be able to explore. Fans of the
It still looks pretty linear though.
Junon section as a
Oh my god. That shit ugly as fuck, man. Gaming has come a long way. Oh my god, man.
the party traverses.
That shit used to look real to us too.
Here though, it's
We made it out the trenches.
cliffs overlooking a picturesque bay with the imposing edifice of Junon looming in the background. In open areas like this, the party will explore on
That was peak when I was 6. Yeah, it
and
looked real back
on the
then.
backs of Chocobos. Poor Red 13. That cannot be comfortable. This section I played was fairly walled off at the edges, but it's unclear if these walls are...
I feel like this is like all illusion. This is not an open world game. This looks linear to me. Like the scale of it looks large, but I'm noticing there's like a path. There's like one main path and then like a couple like little variation paths, but it still looks pretty linear.
hard separation.
Which I'm not mad at because I'm tired of big ass
The world
games.
map actually is all connected, and you're just limited by the modes of traversal at your disposal.
That was like the first game? Yeah. Facts.
I didn't get to try out catching a Chocobo for myself, but once you have one for that area, it can be summoned with R1. Chocobos will primarily be used
What he got on his Chocobo feet, bro? He got moon boots.
specialized variants available in different areas. In the section I played, I only had access to a fairly basic Chocobo that gave me some extra speed, but we've seen in the gameplay trailer one that can scale cliffs and another that can fly. The open area
That's
also
pretty cool.
had some hunt-like encounters that were marked on the map. These marked enemies seem to be specialized variants that came with a list of tasks to complete while fighting them. In the demo, these tasks were fairly basic. Pressure and stagger an enemy, and defeat them all within a certain time limit. But
lot of
I have to
content that makes
assume
you go back
more
and do
complicated
stuff.
Challenges will be present in the full game. These fights could also be repeated if you wanted to take an additional stab at knocking out all the objectives. Meanwhile,
So Monster Hunter.
areas are littered with crafting materials to pick up. Little bits like laurel leaves and mist seeds and manifestations of the planet's blessing, whatever that is. These
Yo, it deadass looked like that Chocobo got Nickelodeon ooze all over his ankles. Yo, shout out to Ghost and Stink Meaner with the sub. Run them subs up, Chad. Don't let a black man fail.
like potions in Phoenix Downs. There are also Chocobo stops to unlock, which serve as fast travel locations, letting you return to previous zones even after you've moved on. And yes, you can pet the Chocobo chick.
Game of the year. It's a good guy right there.
Story-wise, Rebirth again feels very familiar and yet also different. This is due in part to the tremendous difference in scale and presentation. Here, like with Remake, areas that were previously sparse or bare are expanded out into lush zones to explore. But there are also little changes that are mostly inconsequential, but
Shout out to that guy C4 with the sub. I appreciate it.
I'm used to. Climbing Mount Nibble with Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa
Mount
is
what?
effectively the same as people will remember it.
What he say? Mount Niggle? What the fuck he said?
But there are also little changes that are mostly inconsequential, but they still play out in different ways than fans of the original FF7 are used to. Climbing Mount Nibble with Cloud.
Oh, Mount Nibble. Oh. I'm going to say, because you remember Final Fantasy, they were talking about Final Fantasy 16 had niggles in it too. I'm going to say, yo, Final Fantasy 7 got niggles too? What the fuck is this? Is this a new lore? Final Fantasy, is that what they call it? And then it didn't help. They showed fucking Barrett on the screen when he said nibble. I was like, niggle? You can't tell me the editor did not do that shit on fucking purpose. I could be reaching, but that shit look kind of racist, bro. It sounded like this man said fucking niggle, and then they showed a black man on screen.
Ways that fans of the original FF7 are used
It's
to.
funny.
Climbing Mount Nibble with Cloud, Sephiroth,
Oh,
and Tifa
man.
is effectively the same.
Y'all know what y'all doing.
Right down to specific scenes, like Sephiroth explaining how materia is crystallized Mako.
For the
Goddamn niggles.
dense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier?
I was about to show. I didn't know Cloud was such a dumbass. We just played a whole game where you was using all types of material and casting spells. You don't know how to use it? Like what?
Then you'll run into something different, like
Damn, Sephiroth joined the party. Oh, it's a flashback? Okay.
Mako fumes before you can use an elevator. What was that about?
Don't spoil the story. I never beat Final Fantasy 7.
Finally, there's the question of bigger changes. The end of Remake retcons a character death with fairly significant implications for FF7's story. Rebirth, meanwhile, will cover through the end of the original game's first disc, which, well, I'm not going to say anything. The real question, though, is whether the story-changing whispers of fate will show up.
How many discs were on in Final Fantasy 7? Because what the fuck? 2 games for the first disc? There were 3 discs? See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, I don't like that, man. Because, like, based off of this preview, it sounds like part 2 is going to be some minor changes. But for the most part, this is looking like the same game. We're kind of just playing it to see what they did with the story, like what changes they made and the new visuals. But we're getting 2 games for the first disc. If history repeats itself, does that mean there's a possibility this game is going to be 6 games long? 2 games per disc? I'm not gonna lie, if they milk the fuck out of this, I'll drop this shit. I'm not gonna sit there and play all this shit.
Again, that remains to be seen.
Oh, great. These assholes again. Probably some Shinra science experiment.
Whispers.
For more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coverage...
3, but the last one's just the last dungeon? Oh, damn. You said they literally ran out of space on disc 2 and they just put the last level on disc 3.
Yamaguchi, producer Yoshino...
They said it was a trilogy? Okay.
Creative director Tetsuya Nomura. And for everything else...
I haven't bought a physical copy in like 2 or 3 years. I'm getting it digital. It is what it is.
Wait.
Huh?
They're gonna milk it, then sell the Final Fantasy VII Remake collection at the end.
What?
Hey, you know what? You're not wrong, Shonen Hero. Like 2 years after they're done making these remakes, then they're gonna do the collection where you can get the whole thing on disc. You're not wrong. And they're gonna call it the definitive edition of Final Fantasy VII. With some exclusive director art never seen before. Praying this saves the company. Yeah, they need, matter of fact, Square needs a fucking W. You right.
You said you wanted to be a hero.
Wish I hadn't.
Wish I hadn't.
It thinks we're after materia.
Someone should tell it we're not.
I guess.
Looks fun though. Looks fun. Let's look at this official AKI. The Aki trailer. Yeah, director commentary. I don't even know why I'm watching this. I know I'm not gonna buy here. We waiting for Akuma. Ooh, spit that booty acid at her. This guy flocked. We can employ a wide range of tactics. Did you hear about the writer strike agreement recently? Nah, what's the agreement? When the opponent is hit with the full, they'll be poisoned and continues to lose. She got damage over time. That's annoying. You still be playing Street Fighter? And I haven't played Street Fighter in like a week, but it's not because I don't want to play it. I'm not dropping it. It's more so it's just too many fucking games. Then I'd be tired too. Content overload. Also, these videos don't make themselves, so you know. That's why I said I'm waiting for Akuma. That's when I'll probably get back on for real. Behavior, a trigger move. This will allow you to extend combos and create new setups. Oh, so like the poison has like AoEs, and then you can use that to continue a combo. She got that Kevin Durant fighting style. Nightshade Pulse. Nice little AoE. Projectile to poison over time. I got the queen on our 5v5 court now. You put Ice Spice on the court. Wait, let me see. Did you put a screenshot in the group chat? That's fucking funny. What do you think about what do you think would be the best fighting game in 2023? In my opinion, Street Fighter. I mean, based off of the conversation that I've had with some FGC people like Mortal Kombat. I like it too. But like I'm hearing murmurs from some fighting game pros that the issue with Mortal Kombat is the online is inconsistent, and then it just lacks quality of life features that Street Fighter has. Like I've been made aware that they took out the feature that was in the last Mortal Kombat and Injustice. You can't put combos on the screen, and then you can't do private lobbies. I think I was told. Like just simple shit that should be in a fucking fighting game. So to me, I gotta give Street Fighter the edge based off of it. Nope, you cannot. It feels so unfinished. That's bullshit. Yeah, I think it was Trey who told me the other night. He's like, yeah, you can't do private lobbies. I said, you can't do private lobbies? Get the fuck out of here. You can't even play with your friends. You just gotta go online. I'm like, nah. That the fact that it's a fighting game in 2023 with no private lobbies, that off rip it can't be a 9 to me. I've seen a lot of 9s. I was like, nah, that can't be a 9. It's the bare minimum 8. That's a point. Nope. A fucking fighting game. The Switch version, the Switch version. I'm not gonna knock points for the Switch version. Nintendo wanted that shit. They can have it. I think Street Fighter just came correct, and they provided a lot of features that appealed to casuals. And I think Mortal Kombat's only going to appeal to the hardcore. So in the long run, I think Street Fighter once again is going to edge out Mortal Kombat from a competitive standpoint. At least. Oh yeah, no crossplay. There's no crossplay either. Yeah, there's no crossplay. Shit's crazy. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'll play Mortal Kombat, but I'm gonna play it casually. We waiting for Tekken, bro. Like, I think I'll take Tekken more seriously. Street Fighter has something to prove because of 5. Mortal Kombat got complacent. Yeah, I think so. Shit happens in cycles. Tragic. Even 2K got crossplay. That should be any multiplayer game. That should be a standard at this point. It should be crossplay in every multiplayer game, bro. Especially like I think people would be more inclined to try more games off rip if every multiplayer game had crossplay, because like say like take a game like Crash Team Rumble, right? Like I played that game on stream like a month ago. Fun game, but it didn't get a lot of advertising. But I think the game would survive a lot longer if it had crossplay. Although I think that game might have crossplay. I take that back. But you get the point. Like lesser known games are more inclined to survive. We need a new Soul Calibur, bruh. Soul Calibur don't sell well. I'm gonna stop looking at this trailer. I ain't playing this shit. Let's see. UFC gameplay features.
Stepping into the octagon is a fully immersive experience. All at once, it becomes you, and it comes at you.
That's the authentic feeling of mixed martial arts we've been working to capture. And with EA Sports UFC 5, this is as real as it gets. For the first time in franchise,
we only throwing hands.
UFC 5 is powered by the Frostbite engine.
And with the Frostbite engine, UFC 5 looks amazing.
Fortnite started the crossplay movement, to be honest. I don't know about started. I would say they made it popular, like mainstream. But like it wasn't the first. I mean, if you want to say mainstream,
those feelings of stepping into the cage.
The Frostbite engine makes a significant impact on the quality.
Hold on, what the fuck? My brain just registered what they've been talking about. This game's gonna run on Frostbite. This shit's gonna be ass. Oh my fucking God. Why does EA keep doing this shit, man? Matter of fact, I don't want to Fight Night if it's gonna run on Frostbite. Frostbite is the reason a lot of EA games have gone to shit. Frostbite, for those of you unaware, was designed strictly for Battlefield, and EA is really cheap, and they keep making their developers use the Frostbite engine for other games. This is the reason why Mass Effect Andromeda came out like dog shit. It's the reason FIFA, Madden is fucking ass. And now they're shoving it into UFC. Don't let the NBA Live weirdos hear that. I'm not gonna lie, that's a red flag. I feel like we're gonna get a Fit Night that's gonna be so bad. They need a physics-based engine. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's if you're looking forward to this game, this being on Frostbite is actually a red flag. Interesting.
Characters and environments. With advanced rendering features, we can deliver even more realistic looking fighters with industry-leading facial animation technology.
Wow.
While the arts of mixed martial arts is something to behold, it does come with consequences.
Like, why not make a whole new engine specifically for their sports games? Like, why do they keep using this shit?
And I can tell you, those consequences.
Oh, shit. What mythical fights you want to see in AC Mirage? I would be surprised if there are no mythical fights in Assassin's Creed Mirage, because keep in mind they're going back to the roots, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is none. I'm not tripping off that. Instead, I would like for them to bring back the tombs. That was one of my favorite things about Assassin's Creed that they got rid of, like after like 3, I think, or maybe Unity. The tombs were like environmental puzzles, basically, where you had to figure out how to climb a building, but the buildings were much harder to climb. Yeah, the parkour tombs are fucking lit. So like, I don't really care about the mystical beasts.
Pack system, cuts, bruising, and swelling accumulate in accurate locations on the body and have a realistic effect on gameplay. That all starts with the foundation.
This shit looks so stiff, bruh. Look at this shit, man. I need a fucking Fight Night, man. With a bobbing and weaving it.
System, authentic damage.
Valhalla had them. They weren't cool though. Yeah, uninstall that shit.
Damage impacts your fighting.
I didn't know you had them
during the game. So if you got a cut bleeding into your eye, it will lower your
Appreciate it, Jay Bird. I appreciate it.
And if you take one too many kicks to your lead leg, you'll start to
This game just moves really stiff and weird to me.
your mobility will decline and your attack power will drop. Guys, I'm taking some calf kicks.
Which is crazy in itself because you have to be limber to be a mixed martial artist. There's so many different disciplines that you have to master, which means you have to have great footwork in order to fight in the octagon. So it's just really weird that this game is so fucking stiff to me. I don't like, it's a fucking kung fu wrestling video game and these niggas move like the Thing from Fantastic Four. What is this shit, man?
They look
UFC chunky.
as painful in the game as they are in the octagon.
Working hand in glove with authentic damage.
Like, look how stiff that takedown was. This nigga said, It doesn't, there's no, as someone who wrestles, if you take somebody both of their legs, because like a single leg takedown can be kind of clunky, right? But if you get both of their legs, a double leg takedown, you are going down with maximum ferocity and you're going to hit your fucking head. And it should look vicious. This nigga fell. He said,
Glove with authentic damage.
Like, what is that? Like, like what the fuck?
All new strategic element of doctor's checks.
I don't know, man.
If you take something,
I don't know.
I might call in the doctor to check.
They be putting all their time and effort into animating a bloody eye. Don't nobody care that damn. I mean, like, yeah, like, but don't nobody care that much. Like,
Call in the doctor to check
Jeez.
on you. Once you're clear to keep
Stop.
fighting, you're going to have to switch up your strategy to protect that hurt area to keep the fight from getting stopped. And on the other side,
so like Fight Night.
can you make the most of your opponent's injury until the doctor has no choice but to stop the fight? While every fight,
But what's the ground game like?
It should be just as fun to tangle on the ground. We got a new seamless submission system, and it really legitimizes the ground game in UFC 5.
It's just, I don't know, man. Like, this is why it's always been hard for me to get into MMA. I just don't want to watch two niggas rolling around and shit, bruh. Freaking trying to pull each other's arms and shit. This shit look boring.
The seamless submission system removes the minigames completely and functions as an extension of the overall ground game. This delivers a much faster and far more intuitive experience, keeping the action on the ground fresh and fluid.
I remember anytime I would play a UFC game, if I got taken down, I just put the controller down. Like, bro, you win. Whatever, dude.
Facing UFC's massive presentation.
Did I watch JD's impressions of Spider-Man? No, I didn't know it dropped.
Is the all-new cinematic KO replay. Thanks to the power of Frostbite, players can now re-watch their finishing blows in stunning visual fidelity.
Those super slow motion finishes with all those cinematic camera angles and lighting, it really turns your knockouts into a work of art.
We've added improved interactions with the referee in ground and pound stoppages.
What?
Added the ability to go to a draw.
New referee animations? Holy smokes.
The judges' scorecards and online play, which is something we know you've been asking for. UFC 5 is truly an extension of the UFC fan experience, thanks to Fight Week. An all-new.
The good news about this game is I'm still part of the EA program, so I should, 80 to 90% sure I should be able to get a free copy of this game. So you might get one stream out of me for shits and giggles. We'll be able to see whether or not the game is good. I don't have to buy this game.
Series of features and challenges synced with real-world fight events.
When this shit come out?
More content and rewards than ever before, like the all-new alter egos, which let you play as your favorite fighters in their authentic career-defining.
You gonna fight Adon again if he want to fight?
4 new alter egos.
He's scared though. You know he's scared.
It's a staggering level of content.
Got the Naruto
Remote
headband.
offers an all-new introduction, and Coach Davis is back to guide the player through their UFC career, along with help from none other than the Bullet herself,
October
Valentina
26th.
Shevchenko, who crushes it as an all-new NPC.
Would y'all let her crush you? Let me know, chat.
This is the best training facility in the world. There is no place like it.
Then there are new cinematics, locations, and
Give you that Soviet SPD.
And last but not least, and trust me, it's not least, if you pre-order UFC 5, you'll receive a roster of legendary heavyweight fighters, including Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and the last emperor, Fedor Emelianenko.
They love disrespecting boxing legends.
Oh, man.
She just lost, really?
Thanks
Damn.
for watching, DC, and thank you all for watching. We're excited for you to find out for yourselves that UFC
George St. Pierre.
is as real as it gets.
Why are peer boxers in an MMA game? I don't know. It's just like that's what makes it worse too. Like when they do this shit, it kind of reminds me of like when Ubisoft puts like Splinter Cell stuff and other like when they put like Sam Fisher inside of Rainbow Six instead of just making a new fucking Splinter Cell game. It's like the same shit. It's like they giving us blue balls constantly. Just you already made 2 fighters. Just make a full boxing game. God damn it. Yeah, that and Ghost Recon is just annoying. I'm not watching that other damn UFC trailer running. We're gonna look at Bluey the video game. This is art. Hey, Aki the doggy. Sir? Sorry, I woke you up. Come here. I want to show you something. Come here. Let's look at this. You like this game, dude? Let's look at this shit, dude. Bluey the video game.
Are you ready for a new Bluey adventure?
Nigga?
All right, let's do this.
You want this
Bluey
shit?
the video
Let the
game.
people know.
Okay, ready. Hooray! Mom, Dad,
Are you confused?
what Chattermax can do?
You over it? All right.
Stop.
Play with up to 3 friends. Choose your
He said his ass, chat. He said, nah, nigga, don't pre-order that.
character. Play as Bluey, Bingo, Chili, or Bandit.
Oh, shit. He's overcome with excitement. This shit this shit got co-op. Hey, jokes aside, I'm not gonna lie, the graphics actually do look nice. The graphics do look nice. I'm not gonna lie, they actually look like they put some effort into this game. Hold up, let me run this trailer back. What is this shit? Let me run this. The head tilting back is hilarious. You know what it is? He's camera shy. He don't like being on camera. He's just like, man, come on, bro. What are you doing?
Okay, ready. Mom, Dad, look what Chattermax can do.
What did he just say? Did he say something about a Mexican? What the fuck? What the fuck did he just say?
Can do.
What is his name?
Look what Chattermax can do.
Chatternex? Oh, I thought he said, look what this Mexican can do. I'm like, that looks like an owl, dude. What the fuck?
Make it stop.
I give it. The graphics do look good.
Play with up to 3 friends.
Oh, it does. It's got co-op. Let's go.
And play as Bluey, Bingo,
Y'all want to see a Bluey co-op stream? Maybe we can get the guys on this shit, man.
or Bandit. In a brand new story.
Bandit is a fire dog name.
You're going to play with Muffin at the park, see Granddad, and there's a trip to the
He's
beach.
gonna get your dog on it.
Hello?
Hello, dog here?
You in the lava.
What?
They got the actual voice actors from the show.
Just begun with Bluey, the video game. Coming this
go.
November.
Hey, that nigga in the chat that said he need 2 terabytes for his Switch. Here, another game for your Switch, bro.
I guess I should be.
I can't tell what kind of game this is. Yo, shout out to Link No Zelda with the sub. This shit coming to PS4, gross. PS5 and then the Xbox Series, bro. We might have to cop, bro. Do a Bluey stream. Hell yeah. This shit would be lit. We definitely got to keep our eyes on the reviews for this November 17th. Slay the demigods, Bluey, and become the Elden Lord. Wholesome Bluey stream. It's a sandbox adventure game. What does that even mean? Okay, this actually looks really fun. People fucking with Bluey, bro. I actually think this might actually sell well with like parents just because visually it does look good. It looks like they put some effort for it. It's kind of hard to gauge with. They should have just made it a platformer, a co-op little platformer or something. Let me see. Let's go to hey, little blockhead ass boy. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you look guilty. What are you jumping on some shit? Relax. Fucking banging in the background.
Hello.
Yo, shout out to Darth Noda with a sub. Take a break, sir.
I like money. Hello. I like money.
Yo, shout out to Darth Nova with the sub. He said, blockhead ass boy. Oh, you was playing ball? Oh, thank you. You brought me your ball. Thank you. He said nothing. I be calling him everything but his name. His name is let's see, Blockhead, Hammerhead, Buckethead, Peanut Head, Annoying, Lil Wolf Boy. You already saw the Xbox? Yeah, we used to talk about that earlier. I call him everything but his damn name. I'll look at that Writer Strike shit later. See, Mortal Kombat 1 does the funniest thing possible. Have you seen the movie Strays? Nah, I saw that on the alleged website though. Is it funny? That's where like they voice over the animals, right? What would happen if Bluey was an Xbox exclusive? It would sell hella Xboxes, bro. Definitely a console seller. I don't really see any news. Counter-Strike 2 hints towards possible launch date. Oh, you know what? I seen some Titanfall shit. They talking about it might be coming back. Apparently they put a new game mode in there. Nah, I don't know nothing about that, Chef. I don't keep up with that type of news, bro. Ethos is streaming it. Why Titanfall 2 is back in the news and why fans think Respawn is plotting something new. Let's see what's gonna. So recently they have a surge of new players, but there's like, where's the shit with the new game mode? Meanwhile, Titanfall fans are wondering whether Respawn has a surprise or two up his sleeve. A Titanfall Easter egg was spotted buried within Apex Legends patch notes published last week. This Easter egg, which revolves around the Nessie mascot that originated in Titanfall, includes 3 numerical codes. It didn't take long for fans to work out what the codes meant. They are Unix timestamps that correspond to the release date of Titanfall, Titanfall 2, and Apex Legends, respectively. Fans dare not even whisper Titanfall 3, but there is renewed hope Respawn is plotting to do something with a seemingly dormant franchise. I could have swore I read something about there's like a new game mode, though, in the game. Apparently, there's over 400,000 people. Oh, no, that's Apex. What's Titanfall at? Anybody talking about the First Descendant? I might stream it tomorrow, Nappy. Welcome to the stream. Titanfall 2 Steam charts. There is? Okay, so I'm not crazy. I think that site's dead. Yeah, in the last hour, well, in the last 24 hours, there's been 16,000 people playing. I'm not gonna lie, that's a crazy resurgence. It's Titanfall 2 is healthy right now. I look like Ice Spice. That's what's up, bro. Appreciate it. I look like I'm getting money. I appreciate it. That's a healthy community for a game that fucking old. Let's see. Titanfall 2 news. Oh wait, let's see. New game mode. So fan got banned instantly. Yeah, Titanfall 2 just got a mysterious new game mode. There we go. But if you want to wear a Titanfall 2 fixed its multiplayer, Respawn Entertainment updated the shooter, fixing its matchmaking bug. The developer did something even bigger, updating the in-game playlist with a new playable mode. It has been literally years since we've seen this sort of change in Titanfall. The game mode's description only adds to the mystery as it reads, "Your rockets will blot out the sun." If you ever watched 300, the epic historical action film about the ancient battle of that Greek shit, then you may recognize the quote. In the movie, a war professes that many archers and arrows would blood out the sun. So yeah, they did add a new something. I think Ethos is playing it. Yeah, I think they're playing. I think people in the Discord are playing Titanfall. I might have to re-download it for, what kind of bum clock ass shit? I might have to re-download it for shits and giggles. Do I have it on Steam? I think I got it on Origin. Thermopylae. There we go. Thermopylae. It sounds better when you say that Greek shit, though. What's this shit? Running with the links. I have it on Origin. Do you agree? Like I'm ready for Titanfall 3. I want like another I'm not fucking leaving. Wow, you brought me your squid. Yo, shout out to Eli with the sub. You want to be a squid kid? Let's see. I think I have it on Origin now. Yeah, I'm done with COD. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I got it on Origin. I know I definitely have it on PC. Do you agree or disagree with this guy's take on XDefiant? Let's see what he has to say.
You guys were mad when I posted this video. XDefiant will fail for this reason. If you're not making a BR for your game in 2023, what are you doing? With almost everyone in the comments telling
He already lost me. This would be an opinion of a nigga that lives in the attic.
me I was
But for shits and giggles, let's entertain it.
chatting shit. The point I'm trying to make is that traditional 6v6 multiplayer just doesn't have the long-lasting appeal that it used to. Players now need a high-stakes game mode to keep them hooked. So it doesn't have to be a BR, it could be an extraction mode, a CSGO or
This opinion's invalid, and I can use Call of Duty as an example, right? Call of Duty still has a healthy community. It has nothing to do with Warzone. It's because people are playing the multiplayer. Like, what are you talking about, Doug? I'd argue the only healthy BR right now is Apex, and Apex is on the decline. It's slowly dying. Fortnite has its spikes when they have like events, when there's a new Travis Scott or Ariana Grande concert, but like BRs as a whole, they're on the decline. They're dead. Like, what is he talking about?
Valorant style mode, or even a traditional search and destroy format. You need to be punished for making those split-second mistakes, but on the flip side, massively rewarded for pulling off those impressive plays. Those styles of modes are what keeps people hooked for the long haul, and BRs are just a really good example of that.
Like I said, we can't trust niggas who live in the attic, who got an attic apartment. You said it does look like he's definitely in an attic. Look at, y'all think I'm trying to be funny? I'm not trying to be funny. You could tell from the slope right there. Come on, bro. Zoom in. You could tell from that right there. This nigga's in the attic, bro. We do not care what you got to say, bro. That nigga paying $2,000 a month to live in an attic. We do not care. Hey, bro. And this nigga flock, right? This nigga stand up and bump his head, bruh. And the worst part is he probably 5'8". Like, this nigga stand up and bump his fucking head. Talking about, it needs a BR game. Like, bruh, you need a new place. That's what we need. Let me stop. It's just jokes. I don't know this nigga, bruh. It's nothing personal. It's just jokes. Like, I feel bad because like I'm such an asshole. My brain instantly went to that. I was like, is this nigga in the attic? I just be like, my brain processes that type of information real quick. I know this nigga is not in the attic shouting about BR games and shit, bro. Which the squirrels can hear what this nigga got to say. Anyways, we're gonna get on Mortal Kombat until these motherfuckers want to play fucking 2K. I'm waiting for them to fucking